who often just does enough to get the job done. But can he do enough against the best player on the planet? A man he has lost to the last 4 times they've met. Got to go back to a Premier League meeting in February last year for the last time that Wade got one over on MVG. In terms of the performance level so far today, nobody is touching Johnny Clayton, the Ferret. He's red hot, averaging almost 106 for today. If he maintains that, then the Ferret could be picking up another PDC title, but there are still a lot of big names in there, and some players who are desperate to win matches to give themselves a chance of reaching the match play. Not a problem for these two guys, obviously. They'll be there as established members of the top 16. Van Gerwen could put his darts down and not play for 18 months and he'd still be in the top 16.
85.
But Stephen Bunting in particular, Dimitri van den Berg, he's having a run. He's playing really good stuff, Dimitri. First time we've seen that this week. He should stay there.
85.
Oh, he should stay there, but he's thrown it in the 5.
$60.
Third time they've met this year. They met in a quarter-final of one of these events. 6-2 Van Gerwen. They met at the UK Open in the last 16. 10-4 to Van Gerwen. MVG going on to claim the title, of course. That was his only title of 2020. Until we turned up here in Milton Keynes this week and he won the opening event. Treble 20 to leave tops.
98.
That's exactly what Wade has done. However, MVG could take this out quick as a flash. 2 darts, bang, bang. 2 darts. 3 will do.
60.
Oh. Bang, nothing. He'll put this in. It's James Wade. Of course he will. There we go. There are many players. Almost every player on the planet. You look at them, they miss a couple of darts at double, they've got one more in their hand, and you think, oh, I'm not so sure anymore. But James Wade, you just don't feel like that. Of course he does miss. Everybody misses. But there's a sense of inevitability about the machine. That's why he's called the machine.
$134. $60.
James Wade did beat Van Gerwen, as I say, in the Premier League last year. He beat him the year before that in Las Vegas, the US Darts Masters. He played incredibly well in that game.
140.
But if you want to go back to the last time that James Wade beat Van Gerwen in a ranking event, you've got to go back to May 2016. Incredible.
100.
The European Darts match play in Hamburg in Germany. He beat him 6-2 in the semis and won the title. 88.
79.
No panic just yet. Certainly no panic from James Wade, who's quite happy to let people win legs on their throw if he's not close and challenging.
60.
You can just see him switch off sometimes. Conserve that energy, that focus for the next leg. Oh, well,
Score.
probably better to throw it there than in the single 4.
$60.
You see, just sort of lazily throwing those, James Wade. He is down to a finish, but he's not really interested in applying pressure. It's a bit like the concept doesn't exist in his head because he doesn't seem to feel it himself. So why bother trying to pressurise anybody else? But then he's straight back in the treble 20 and focused and really concentrating as soon as the next leg starts. There's not many people who can turn it off and on like a tap like that, but Wade is probably the best exponent of it. Very different approaches to the game. Van Gerwen wants to win every leg. He wants to be having the perfect visit every single time. Wade, not fussed.
140. $100.
There's probably going to be a little gap in the action at some point because you've got one section of the draw. It wouldn't surprise you to hear it's the section involving Scott Mitchell and Ryan Meikle, who are still playing their board final, the round 3 game. Ryan Meikle 3-0 up on the former BDO world champion. So it'll take a little while for that section of the draw to catch up.
139.
Now then, there'll be no slacking off here. 51 and ball. Can't get it, and Van Gerwen will have a look at the 128.
57.
18s. Treble 20. Leaves
92.
36 if there's any slip. Treble 8 for tops is usually the route for Wade. There's the treble 8.
Game shot.
And there's the double top. Magnificent stuff taken out in 2 darts by James Wade. It's a 14-darter, holds throw under a bit of pressure from MVG. But as I say, Wade just gives the impression of a man that finds whatever his opponent is doing irrelevant. Gerwen Price against Jose de Sousa, who's just come through the most astonishing game of darts against Danny Noppert. De Sousa's average 107, Danny Noppert's average 109, and the Portuguese man of scores won it 6-4.
136.
Peter Wright, the world champ, taking on Jermaine Watermainer, right in the same half of the draw as these two. Could be an enormous clash of titans in the semi-finals here today in Milton Keynes.
140.
Ian White, 2-1 up on the ferret. Johnny Clayton, who's been the top performer so far today, and Jeff Smith, a silencer. Looking to silence Mike De Decker, the real deal.
89.
He's 2-1 up over on board 6. Winner of this one faces either Chris Dobie or Dimitri Vandenberg in the quarterfinals, and Dimitri's been playing some excellent stuff today.
100.
Just in the first leg between those two, the Dreammaker and Hollywood. MVG wants 132, his favourite finish.
92. 95.
Looking at the 25 he was after, but he's there if there's a slip.
Game shot.
There is no slip. Uses that very well. He's not played anywhere near his best today, Van Gerwen, but he's won his games comfortably. And it's just little things like that there where we saw him stick a marker dart there and use it to perfection to find the double top. That suggests to me that he is completely at ease and comfortable with the new darts that he's picked up at the start of the year. He's had a number of months now to get used to them. So I don't even think it's an issue anymore. Wade, ton 80, and then just a 60. Ryan Meikle making extraordinary quick work of Scott Mitchell. 5-0 up as he looks to join these guys in the last 16. The winner of that will face Darryl Gurney. That's in the other half of the draw.
45. 140.
Well, this looks pretty good from MVG. 177, 140. Could follow his 10-darter with a 12-darter.
60.
Solemn trudge to the board for Wade, who must be feeling rather powerless as far as this leg's concerned.
88.
That will do for MVG. Beaten by Mike Kivenhoven in a real shock yesterday, Michael Van Gerwen.
Game shot.
No shocks so far today for MVG. Nobody's even got close to him. That 14-darter puts him 2 legs up and 2 legs away from the win.
140. 139.
Come the end of the Summer Series on Sunday, it will be 50 months since Wade has beaten Van Gerwen in a ranking event. 50.
138.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He got the maths right. He got the strategy
71.
correct. And then he sees the dart bounce out the board. And he's 20 points shy of a finish, which means MVG is going to get to a finish.
100.
And it's that 1-2-4 again. He fluffed his lines in the previous leg. If he gets them right this time, it's 5-2, another break, and I think that'll be game over.
30.
Because Wade is struggling now. 54 and ball. There's the 54. And there's the bull. It's a 12-dart leg. Michael van Gerwen in the last 3 legs, 10-darter to break, 14-dart hold, 12-darter to break. That means that James Wade could only win those last 3 legs by throwing 12 darters himself.
60.
And he has not looked likely to do that over the last sort of 5 minutes or so. 107 average, mighty Michael van Gerwen. Is he finding the form at the right time? So often you see it, he coasts through some early rounds when he's not really pressured. But when you need to find extra gears, Michael van Gerwen can find them more regularly
86.
with more reliability than anybody else on the planet. Doesn't always work. Couldn't find him against Mike Kuyvenhoven yesterday. But he certainly was put through his paces on the opening day when Callan Ridds and Willie Borland both threw big ton-plus averages at him. And he stood up to it and got the games won, despite surviving a match dart from Willie.
90. 44. 140.
Into the 9 and did not look back. He's been forced into a handshake by James Wade. Well, at least James Wade leaves with something, as well as a few quid in ranking money, but he's still searching for a first ranking win over MVG since 2016. Michael van Gerwen is searching for his second title in 3 days.